Yes, I'd like to make a motion to come out of non-public session.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to come out of non-public and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carries 7-0.
And I'd also like to make a motion to seal the minutes indefinitely.
Second that.
Motion to seal the minutes indefinitely and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Motion carries 7-0. Good evening. Welcome to the Derry Town Council meeting for Tuesday, November 4th, 2025.
Mr. Chair, excuse me, if we could make sure everyone's microphone is turned on, green light at the base of the stem. Thank you.
Everyone's microphone on? All right. Council Spencer, please lead in this pledge. Thank you. Bench of emergency, exits in the back of the room. Mr. Havens is glad to help you. Do a roll call. Council Mills, welcome back. Thanks for coming back.
You didn't scare me away last week, so good evening. Nice to be here.
Council Webb.
Good evening.
Council Spencer.
Good evening.
Council Chase.
Good evening.
Council Mojay.
Good evening.
Council McEachern. And good evening from the chair. So we have a motion.
Motion to open public forum.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second on public forum. All in favor?
Hi.
Any opposed? Public forum is now open. If you wish to speak, come up and state your name and address for the record.
Steve Trefethan, 13 North Shore Drive. Just going to touch base again on the zone changes. I know it's in the consent agenda, and you're going to be talking about it. I'm getting down to where I need to be every 3 minutes, but I'm just going to go back to, I don't believe that we should remove the general commercial zone and along the north side of Folsom for an I-2 zone, which is going to have to include the I-4. I know I spoke a lot about the tanks, and I'm sure something will come up and you guys will figure that out, but just in the I-2 zone also, the processing of materials, waste is now going to be allowed. Contractor's yard, type of commercial use explicitly allows, they can then include storage, industrial uses, manufacturing, light industrial establishment, truck terminals, sand gravel pits. Not that any lots are over there big enough to do anything. Neither are there any big enough to build big car lots, but planning board may tell you something different, I don't know. Truck terminals, but that can include repair, maintenance, servicing, tractor trailers, and transportation. Industrial establishments can include wholesale storage uses permitted, automobile, RV, boat repair, bottling plants, and machine shops. In general commercial is going to be a friendlier zone. I could give you a long list. The only difference is the actual car sales will be coming out of it. I'm afraid if we put in the I-2 zone over there, and the owners of that properties over there, including me, may go for the bigger rents based on the I-2 zone. And I'm also concerned one day with the police station going back into the I-2 zone, that lot is big enough to put a big industrial site on there. So that, again, it's not just storage tanks, the whole I-2 use. If you leave it general commercial alone, it's a much lesser use and much more friendly, and it's going to be retail, and you won't have the industrial uses. So I'm just reiterating that it's not only a problem with storage tanks. There are other things there that could affect us. That's all. Thank you.
Anyone else wish to speak from the public?
Mr. Chair, seeing none, rise online.
Seeing none jumping to the forefront here, I will make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to close public forum. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Public forum is now closed. Consent agenda, 25-107, approved non-public minutes from October 21st, 2025. Item number 25-108, approved minutes from October 21st, 2025. Oh, and 107, those minutes are sealed. 25109, ordinance 2025-006, to amend the zoning ordinance section of 165. There will be a public hearing here November 18th in that matter. 25-110, ordinance 2025-007, to amend the zoning ordinance section of 165 Gateway District. Also be a public hearing November 18th. And 25-111, resolution 2025-061, to apply for and accept funding through the U.S. Department of Justice Bulletproof Vest Partnership Program. And again, November 18th, there'll be a public hearing on that matter here.
Move to accept the consent agenda?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. And again, just a clarification, 25-107 was the minutes were sealed in that. Counselor Mills.
Yes.
Counselor Webb.
Yes.
Spencer.
Yes.
Counselor Chase.
Yes.
Counselor Mouget.
Yes.
Counselor McGucker.
Yes.
And Chair votes yes. Motion carries 7-0. Chair's report. We have an appointment to Conservation. I move to appoint Christopher Morlock as an alternate member of the Conservation Commission for term to expire March 31st, 2027.
Second?
Any further discussion? No? On the motion, Counselor Mills.
Yes.
Counselor Webb.
Yes.
Spencer.
Yes.
Counselor Chase.
Yes.
Counselor Mouget.
Yes.
Counselor McGucker.
Yes.
The chair votes yes. Motion carries 7-0. Mr. Fowler.
All right, good evening. So tonight I've got a handful of just informational items for the council and the public. So I'll start off by indicating that we were able to see or realize the implementation of the snowflakes and the Christmas tree in downtown. So that is in advance of our Very Dairy holiday event, which will be on November 29th. There's details in the Parks and Rec section of our town website, but obviously that's the tree lighting day is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So good good community event, but obviously we've put up the basic items that we see every year in the downtown, so that was very successful. Fall Household Hazardous Waste Collection Day is scheduled to take place on Saturday, November 22nd, and this is Londonderry's turn, so Derry residents are allowed to go over to Londonderry, and then vice versa. We have an event in the spring of 2026 that's hosted by Derry. That's 8:30 to 12:30. If anybody has any questions about permissible materials, we also have a link on our website that has a lot of the yes, you can, no, you can't. So if there's any questions, you can also reach out to the transfer station with any questions or concerns. Mosquito control, happy to indicate that we've reached the end of the mosquito season. It was actually very benign for 2025. All the normal activities went on. Obviously, there was no adulticide that was required. It was such a dry season that the results were very good, not only in Derry, but also throughout the state. There were no mosquito-borne illnesses or in humans or in animals in Derry, so that's a positive. So we'll pick that back up again with some larviciding in the spring of 2026, and we'll see what that brings. And then a final reminder for the public, the parking ban on all town streets that begins November 15th until April 1st. So that basically means that there's no parking on town roads or in town parking lots from midnight to 6 a.m. That's a major help for our snow and ice crews. So just want to put that reminder out there. I'll mention it again at the next town council meeting. So that's basically all the public works items. From a finance perspective, finance staff has been working with assessing to finalize the MS1 and sending that out to the state for approval of our tax rates. So we're expecting to have that information available probably by the end of the week. So the state has to review all the aspects of it. But basically, when we get that number, we'll distribute that to town council and put that out to the public, which then sets the tax bills, which will be due shortly thereafter. Then also, I wanted to talk about the Central Fire Station, the new headquarters. So we are still awaiting one major item to be completed before we can start to move forward towards the opening. So there's one area where we've been struggling, or the contractors have been struggling to get the emergency generator to be turned on and activate the generator at full load. So one of the issues that comes up, there's been a number of discussions amongst the electrical staff, the Liberty Utilities to make sure that the pressures are proper. But what has happened on multiple occasions, when it's put under full load, it has failed. So we're still working through that. The issue that comes of this is you can't move forward with the elevator because it won't be certified if the backup generator is not there. So we're still working through that issue, but once we have that squared away, we'll be talking about, physically moving. And we're still targeting the latter part of November at this point, and I'll keep everybody posted, but that's been kind of the last, everything else inside the building is well along, and now it would just be a matter of having the fire department move their materials in, bedding and things of that nature, and some of it's already been moved in. So I'll keep everyone posted on that. And then lastly, a development project update, Abbott Court. Councilors, you've all been given information. We're going to be doing a groundbreaking that'll be scheduled for Wednesday, November 12th on the Abbott Court site. I believe we set it up for 2:30. There'll be representatives from LMG, from Harvey Construction, town councilors, and obviously the public's invited to be there for that event. But should be a good, joyous occasion to kick that parking garage project off. And that's all I have tonight.
Thank you. Before we jump on the public hearings, I was remiss and I forgot to mention that the Madam Clerk was sworn in as from the Secretary of State, right?
Secretary of the New Hampshire City and Town Clerks Association by the Secretary of State, yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So, now moving on to public hearings. 25-97, Resolution 2025-053, to authorize acquisition of 2 easements associated with the Southern New Hampshire Regional Water Project. Mr. Carrier.
Good evening, councilors. This is the second public hearing on the acquisition of 2 easements required by the town in order to complete the second phase of the Southern New Hampshire Regional Water Project. We made a presentation to the council at their October 21st meeting regarding the project. The 2 easements for which we are requesting authorization to acquire this evening and for deed execution by the town administrator is for the purpose of the one in the Old Derry Road is to construct a new pump station. We have authorization by the Londonderry Town Council for the Londonderry Town Manager to negotiate and to provide the easement to the town of Derry. And we have a second easement on Bypass 28 for the purpose of installing a conduit for a new chemical feed disinfection facility at the town's water tank facility. So that has received permission from the property owner. So we have a purchase and sales agreement with the property owner for that deed as well. So tonight we're asking council to authorize town administrator to accept and acquire and sign the deeds.
Motion.
Motion to open public hearing?
Second.
Okay, a motion to open public hearing and a second. Councilor Mills.
Yes.
Councilor Webb.
Yes.
Councilor Spencer.
Yes.
Councilor Chase.
Yes.
Councilor Mojay.
Yes.
Councilor McEachern.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Public hearing is now open on this matter. If you wish to speak, come up, state your name and address for the record, and I will look online.
Anyone online?
Seeing no one jumping to the forefront of the 4 people that are in our audience, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to close public hearing. Councilor Mills.
Absolutely, yes.
Councilor Webb.
Yes.
Councilor Spencer.
Yes.
Councilor Chase.
Yes.
Councilor Mojay.
Yes.
Councilor McEachern.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carries. Public hearing is now closed on this matter. Councilors, any questions or comments? Councilor Webb.
Just I attended the Derry Housing Authority meeting on last week. A reminder that they're independent of the town. They completed their annual audit and got their audit report back.
Are you
On the
on this? Did you have any questions?
Oh,
public hearing.
I don't think this has to do with it.
sorry.
Councilor Webb nees to go home and take a nap.
Yeah, no, they're very concerned with the water, so it's, all right. So is there a motion?
Not tonight. We vote, it looks like we vote next time.
Oh, right, so,
So now we are,
Yeah.
You ready for the resolution, or
no,
No.
not till
questions?
next time.
no good?
next week.
Next week,
Today's the
2
second
weeks.
hearing on it.
So thank you.
Thank you, Tom, appreciate it.
Clearly, we're a
Councilor
little...
Webb, you were saying?
Now I have a council comment. So they got their audit report back, and it came back that their business practices are excellent and meet all appropriate standards, and they're in good financial health for a small organization. They are currently still receiving all the funds from HUD, and their 1 1/3 employees are still getting paid. They have their manager, and then they have a person that comes in and does their books and so forth. They also have a total of 2 months' worth of funds in a reserve account, Section 8 reserve account, that if they were to lose funding, they can dip into that, and that is part of a requirement to be a housing authority. If the worst case was to happen, they had to dip into their reserve funds. She honestly does not know if that will be reimbursed by the feds once the government gets restarted. But currently, right now, all checks are going out to the landlords, and business as usual.
Anyone else? Council Spencer.
I just wanted to update at a previous meeting, I had mentioned that I was our rep on the Derry Village School Task Force to help the school board kind of find direction on where to go with that property moving forward. And just wanted to update that probably the easiest task force I've ever been on, from a sitting down, talking through things, getting things done. We actually wrapped up with a recommendation today, so that will be coming to the school board at one of their upcoming meetings. I think their next meeting, but one of the next 2 meetings, will be presenting that to the school board for them to then discuss further. So it was great working with the kind of wide swath of community members, and we got to work and came up with a decision fairly quickly. So excited for next steps there.
Thank you. Anyone else? Don't forget, November 11th, Veterans Day. There is some, West Running Brook, I know, is putting on a breakfast for veterans, and Pinkerton will putting on at 7 a.m., I believe, at Pinkerton, on November 11th. And anything else?
If there's nothing else, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second that.
All right, motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned.